So we're going out east, just along the northern side of the Palmer Divide to shoot, I went the wrong way. To try and catch a couple of some land spouts today. There's a pretty good storm up southeast of Greeley, but I'm targeting farther south. The storm that you're looking at right now, kind of right in front over there, is the storm I'm going to be targeting at base. So we're mainly chasing land spout tornadoes, but it's not completely out of the question that we could get a supercellular tornado as well today. So looking forward to it. First chase of the year. Leaving Parker in southeast Denver. Got another base up to the left. But yeah. Check back in a bit when I see something. Looking at it, there's probably a tornado on the ground in southeast of Keensburg. It looked like a couple miles southeast of Keensburg. Why'd I have to get stopped at this light again? The Greeley storm is tornado warned. The Greeley storm is tornado warned, and I'm stuck behind this guy, driving north. I should have gotten on E470. The Greeley storm is tornado warned. But the GoPro's gonna roll consistently now. It's moving south at 15 now.
A confirmed tornado was located near Keensburg, or 27 miles southeast of Greeley, moving south at 20 miles an hour. Hazard, damaging tornado. Source, weather spotters confirm tornado. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damaged roofs, windows.
So, as I'm coming up to this intersection, there's an intersection up here when I come over this hill, and what I didn't realize at the time is that the tornado that the weather radio alert is actually referring to is actually visible in the frame. I didn't realize it at the time until for about a minute or so after this, but right up here on the left side of the street sign, just past where that white van turned, you could see the tornado very briefly if you look really hard. That was the tornado. We're turning around. I don't want to go west. I need to go east to get to the Kiowa Bennett Road, and I need to floor it. There's a land spout! There's a tornado! So this is when I first realized that there was a tornado. Like I said, I didn't see the one previously, but I realized there was a tornado, and at first I thought it was a different tornado from what was being reported up in the Keensburg storm, but it actually was the same tornado. It just looked a lot closer than it was. I guess it was mainly because it was actually kind of large, not super big, but big enough with landspout tornadoes like that can be seen from a long ways away usually. So at this point, I'm calling it in to report the tornado, and yeah. So and then yeah, but it's not much to watch. So yeah, I'll catch up when I get up closer to the storm with y'all.
Big time, it might be RFD or I don't know what it is. It's big time wind over to the left here. Big time RFD. So over here, there's the big time RFD. I don't know if it's pulling into that or where, but I need to get to a good place at the top of the hill where I can pull over and address the situation, or observe the situation, or maybe see what the situation is. That's like the biggest time RFD I've ever seen. But I don't see a tornado. Even though the storm in front of us has a history of producing a tornado. There was an observed tornado with the storm. Yeah, I would think that would be. Well, I'm gonna keep going. Okay, so real quick. Left, right, and 70. So left and then right. Might have a funnel cloud off to the right. There's lightning. Might have a. Yeah, there's a lowering back in there. Right in front of us. Right in front of me. You see that lightning? going towards the lowering. There might be a funnel. Well, it might even be on tornado on the ground up here. Whoa! There's a tornado.
For full information, visit www.weather.gov/Denver.
There's a brief tornado.
Information. The severe thunderstorm warning for South Central Weld and North Central Adams counties will expire at 3:45 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits and no longer poses an immediate threat to life or property. Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire. However, small hail is still possible in that line of thunderstorms. This is a winter storm warning from the National Weather Service. For the following locations in Colorado, northern Front Range foothills, including Estes Park in Nederman, the southern Front Range foothills, including Idaho Springs in
Oh, rising scud.
National Park in the Hudson Range and mountains of Summit County, the Mosquito Range, and the Indian Peaks.
It's rotating because this right kind of above me is moving left to right, and the behind it's moving right to left.
Widespread storm total accumulations between 8 and 16 inches, with local amounts
Pretty decent amount of lightning.
So this clip right here is a it's sped up. It's a 4 times speed of what I'm watching, and it's just to kind of give you a better idea of that rotation that I'm talking about, so you could really see it better. It's looks faster sped up, so it's more noticeable. But yeah, this storm was rotating. It was a supercell thunderstorm, capable of producing a tornado, and it did do that.
I don't want to get much farther off this road because I don't want to get stuck. I think there's a funnel cloud.
So this is when the storm really started to look pretty interesting. Like I said, in the live video that I pretty sure there's a funnel cloud on the wall cloud there. And it got very interesting. This is sped up a 2 times speed. Just because I was basically just sitting there watching it and not really saying anything. But I'm not sure. I don't think it did produce a tornado there. I mean, it might have, a very weak brief tornado that I couldn't really see very well. But yeah. So nice. It's got a pretty decent supercell look to it for being in Colorado. It looks trash if you put it in Texas, or Oklahoma or the Plains, but it's actually pretty good.
That looks like a supercell.
It's still likely in the morning, then a chance of rain in the afternoon. Snow accumulation up to 1 inch. Total snow accumulation up to 3 inches. Highs in the lower to mid-50s. Chance of precipitation 60%. Wednesday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the 30s. Thursday, partly cloudy. Highs in the mid to upper 60s. West winds 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts to around 40 miles an hour. Thursday night, rain, snow, and slight chance of thunderstorms. Lows in the lower to mid-30s. Northwest winds 10 to 20 miles an hour with gusts to around 40 miles an hour. Here is the forecast for Denver. Tonight, rain, snow, and chance of thunderstorms. Snow accumulation up to 2 inches. Lows in the lower 30s. Northeast winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Wednesday, rain and snow likely in the morning, then a chance of rain in the afternoon. Little or no snow.
So, right here, I basically, from my perspective, the wall cloud was starting to get pretty rain wrapped, and I thought that I was going to go back east a little bit and then north, try and get in the storm's inflow. And as you can see right here, we did get in the storm's inflow, with all the clouds above me, going right to left pretty quickly into the storm. But I really just ended up driving into a heavier rain core and losing a visual on the wall cloud completely. And then there wasn't a road option to go west where I thought there was one. There wasn't really a road. There was a road that to the west that looked like it was going in my direction, but then it ended and there wasn't a road that connected it from the road I was on. So I ended up kind of just driving right back down to where I was a minute ago. And then on my way back down from where I just was, when the last little voiceover bit ended, I got sprayed in the windshield by a couple of semi trucks, or actually, yeah, by about 3 semi trucks, and then got caught in some little. It was really soft hail. It wasn't really even hail. Some like grapple is the official term for it. Kind of like sleet, but the more louder pings you're hearing on the car are just really small hail. This storm had more ice or ice crystals in it than water vapor. It was really unique in that way. So, yeah.
This look like this is a tornado?
So this is kind of how when I was driving east through like the bottom or the southern end of the storm a little later after that last clip, because I was trying to conserve the camera's battery because it was getting kind of low at this point. And I was driving east on this road towards a spot where I know some other chasers had been. And this is actually, I'm going to go really close to where the initial land spout from earlier in the video was in that location. It was basically, at this point, like a mile west of where I am right in this frame right around here, or where I was here. And then basically, yeah, it looked to me like an elephant trunk tornado that kind of extends kind of horizontally and like down and diagonally, like how you saw it at the beginning. And it kind of caught me by surprise, but I think it was just a lowering caused by the condensation and the cool air. I don't know. I didn't see any ground circulation, which I would imagine that I would have if it was a tornado. But yeah, so after this, it was pretty much, there wasn't really much else going on, and not much else really happened. And so I decided to call it, and the storms at this point had congealed into like a line and were kind of weakening too. So at this point I kind of called it a day and headed home. But it was a good day. Being up in Colorado, there was a much more substantial risk, and this actually didn't even occur in a severe storm risk area from the Storm Prediction Center. But I kind of looked and was like, yeah, it's kind of marginal, but you combine all the mesoscale and the little unique parts about weather in this part of Colorado that really make storms do weird things, were all kind of there that day. You kind of add, and basically you get stuff like this that happens sometimes, and I feel happy about it because I saw a tornado in Colorado. Got no hail dents in my car, no blown out windshields, and all the real hardcore chasers were y'all were down in Texas getting your windows busted by a baseball-sized hail without a tornado to show for it. So a couple of you got a tornado after dark, but yeah, and it's a pretty decent storm structure for being in Colorado. So yeah, it was a really good day. Got home in time to watch a nice close basketball game. So yeah. If you guys would be so generous as to like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. So if you let me know that you want more of more storm chasing specific content, as opposed to or go over and like one of my live streams where I do live weather coverage during big substantial weather events. And I'm actually going to do one of these, one of those tonight. For as I'm recording this, it's a day 2 enhanced risk around Dallas and Fort Worth in Texas. But yeah, so just like the video, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified whenever I upload, and then also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. You can find those links at the top of the YouTube channel page. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.